Texas Longhorns and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. To the throw. Right side, it's Pringle. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Going to try to get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Powers inside. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Mensah. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to Brown. Turning it on. The 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Here's Arch to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Mensah unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's out of bounds at the 2, almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes a grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. To him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen, but all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Hits inside, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Finds his back in the middle. At the 45 on his way. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Canes headed quickly to the line. Changing the routes with his receiver. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end getting that sack.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lockett. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Hand off for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Left side is Coleman. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Running inside, it's Pringle.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Hurricanes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
The game is still early. We're in the first half, but you need to score a touchdown here to keep this thing close. That's why that last play on third down was so big for this offense. There's plays you just got to have. And I know it's early, but that was one right there the offense needed, and they got it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Mensah under pressure. Fires it incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Rush right in his face. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hurricanes looking to convert on 4th down. Needs it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with 1st and goal.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A first down run on the doorstep. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Coming to the line for 2nd and goal, and what will be the last play of the quarter. Throwing, Mensah. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Hurricane! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Gamble pays off on offense. I know there are a lot of coaches out there that would have just kicked that field goal in the final play of the first half. Instead, they decide to throw it. And when you've seen these 2 guys hook up as many times as they have in the past, why not just do it? Great job executing. They're on the same page. They get the score in the end zone on the short throw, and they've got the lead going into halftime.
Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception in the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lockett. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
2nd and long here. Brown again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Flips it out in the flat. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And now we see on 4th down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Find a play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute it. Nice job getting the first down.
In the backfield, it's Brown. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
To throw, Manning. Look out. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Searching for space. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Canes! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Manning unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Trying to get the edge. It's Smothers. Brought down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. From the gun, it's Pringle. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Makes the tackle.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this when they are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Caught. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Texas. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. In the red area, it's Smothers. He'll be dropped.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No. At a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. It's dropped after taking the hit. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
Yeah, and it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of matchups somewhere else.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
A 5-point game here, getting very late, and the offense will stay on the field on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rushes on, and down he goes.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Motion from the wideout. Manning with a play fake. It's complete to the left. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Mensah throws for the tight end, and that one's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Throws to the tight end. On the boundary, it's Lofton. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He wants to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. That holding call pushes them back. Now they face a 2nd and 20 here. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Miami. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He wants to throw it. Left side is Vaughn. Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Texas offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first...
Running free! So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tough run here. It smothers. Just smothered on the play. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Arch is going to throw for it. Big guy smells it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on 1st. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they turn it into a defensive score. This is Gaylord, Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He told me this would be one of the biggest tests all year. Of course, they want to establish their dominance, SEC over the ACC, but he's going to need the crowd noise to do it. Confusion at the line of scrimmage when the offense has the ball. He said, I want our fans amped and ready to impact this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Canes will kick off first, and here we go. Looking for block. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
A designed run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the 60.
Ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Right side, it's Blaylock.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Hey, man, this is exactly...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw it. Stepping to the right. Looking for the score! And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because you know kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Mensah to throw. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Turns it upfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Making the adjustment. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got an alley. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Making the adjustment on the play. The run inside. It's Fletcher.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Mensah. They're all over it. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3rd down following the sack by the D. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. Throwing, Mensah. Going to take a shot. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Mateer. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Buying time to his right. By himself, he makes the grab. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Drops back on 1st down. Makes the grab. Crosses the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a rhythm.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's That's a nice drive and nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Powers through the defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He's changing the play. Got some green grass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He's there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Here's Mensah to throw. Right side, it's Pringle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Delayed handoff. It's Pringle. There's a crease. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. He's stopped. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Out wide right, it's Pringle. Quick step and go. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quick give. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. On the draw, it's Pringle. Turning it on!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Inside the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Quarterback changing the play. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Got his man downfield. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Sooners in the hurry-up. They'll go with a direct snap.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Drops back. It's Mateer. Just barely got rid of it.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Gets a hand in there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a... Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas A&M Aggies. We Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Mensah. Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Hits inside. It's Pringle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They give it back to him. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. On the option. Now the pitch. Could be an alley. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Breaks the tackle. And he will be denied. The defense creating a wall at the end zone.
How about that, man? 3rd and long. You know what I'm going to run? Let's see. Long pass. Go route. No, we're going to run the option and try to catch him off guard. And I think they do a little bit, but the defense does a nice job rallying and getting to the play and getting to the pitchman before he gets to the sticks.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Running inside. It's Pringle. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Canes are rolling down the field. On the draw, it's Pringle. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got the first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. See some running room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Mensah. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, it's Pringle. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Snapped on fourth down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Pulls it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Line is set on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Reed. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for room. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff here, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad. Intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Some misdirection with the counter. Nowhere to go.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Reed taking a shot. Touchdown, Aggie! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practiced.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Mensah to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. A lot of room to the right. He's at the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Reed looking for a huge play. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Mensah. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on fourth down. We've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their...
But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Throwing, Mensah. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. 2-point try. Looking for the edge. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's Mensah to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection.
He's going to fire deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The run inside. It's Pringle. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got an open man. Speeding down the left side. And he scores! Touchdown, Miami! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Breaks into the open. The 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Long way to go on second down. Go. Trying to get the corner. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Third and long right here. Hits the hole. It's Edwards. He's past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Putting that 3 on the board makes it a 2-score game.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Driven back.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Here's Reed to throw. Right side, it's Edwards. He's loose. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Mensah. Lucky to get it off.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Making the adjustment. Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Rush right in his face. Complete in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Out wide left, it's Fletcher. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. And he's in! Touchdown, Canes! Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Here's Mensah to throw. He's got it in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we have a 1-possession game late. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. One possession game, getting late, first order of business. Snags it, and there's running room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. Knocked down immediately. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Reed. Going for it all. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Listen, guys, final 2 minutes of this game, you've got to throw. You've got to be able to pick out wide receivers one-on-one that are going to make a play. I love running the football, but now is not the time. You need points to win.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously, that you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.